Have you ever wished chicken wings were dippable? We're going to be taking the crowd favorite flavors of bacon and chicken wings and turn it into an easy and delicious bacon buffalo chicken dip, perfect for your next potluck or game night, right here in the Capital Kitchen. The first thing we're going to need for our chicken dip is some chicken. Now you can use any chicken you have on hand, including any leftovers. I think one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to do this is with a store-bought rotisserie chicken. I don't know why, but where I am, it's often less expensive to buy the chicken already cooked than it is to buy one raw, so we're going to go with that. Do your best to separate the meat off the bones, and start to shred the chicken with a couple of forks. I like to take the skins off for this and set it to the side. Transfer the shredded chicken into a large mixing bowl and add a block of room temperature or lightly microwaved cream cheese. Add in a couple handfuls of Tex Mex Shredded Cheese and a few spoonfuls of plain Greek yogurt for a little bit of that tangy taste that it has. You can also use sour cream for this, but I wanted to try this as a lower fat and lower calorie option. We're going to add in a squeeze of ranch or blue cheese dressing. Whichever one you prefer on hot wings is the one you should use. Next up, we're going to add some hot sauce. I'm using Louisiana style hot sauce, but you can use whatever your favorite is. If you used Greek yogurt instead of sour cream like I did, you might find that the texture is a little bit thick. You can fix this by adding some more dressing and a splash or two of water. Keep in mind, once the mixture's cooked, it's going to loosen up a little bit and not be quite as thick. Now don't be scared to give it a little taste to make sure it's as spicy or as cheesy as you want it. Once that's done, you can set the mixture aside and grab an onion. We're going to make a bunch of cuts along the length of the onion that go about 90% of the way through, leaving the root intact. Turn the onion 90 degrees and make a cross cut. Now you can chop your onion and it should come out in a perfect dice shape. So we want to saute these onions, and as much as we could just use a tablespoon or two of olive oil, I think we can do better and use some rendered fat from our capital bacon ends. We're using bacon ends instead of full strips because we're going to be chopping these up into smaller pieces anyways, and these bacon ends are a great way to save a little bit of cash at the grocery store.
So see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So sometimes when they're cutting the bacon, some of the pieces, they get a little mismatched, and that's why this is a little bit less expensive of a pack. But we're gonna chop this up after it's cooked anyways, so this is the perfect thing for us. We wanna get a lot of the fat out. That's what we're gonna cook our onions in. And then we're also gonna take the bacon and set it aside and chop it. I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. I'm gonna take this bacon out on some paper towel. And then in this heat, we're going to drop in our onions. It's making me tear up a little bit. Woo!
While your onions are sauteing, dice your bacon into pieces that you think would be good for your dip. I tried to get them similar in size to my onions. Speaking of the onions, once those are looking nice and translucent and no longer burning your eyes from their sockets, you can add your bacon back to the pan and cook everything together for another minute or two.
If it tastes half as good as it smells, it's gonna be amazing.
Now you want to add this bacon and onions to your mixing bowl with the spicy chicken and mix everything to combine. Transfer the mixture to a baking dish and top with some more of your shredded cheese. Pop that in the oven set to 350 degrees and come back when it's hot and the cheese is perfectly melted. Now I didn't do this at all. I set my oven to 425 degrees and the cheese on top of my div got way more brown than I would have liked. But to be fair, the crispy top layer was really tasty and it was sort of a happy accident. I decided to break the top layer on one half and top everything with some freshly chopped green onions.
You can eat this with tortilla chips, pita, sliced up bread, toasted bread. You can eat this with carrot. We got some celery sticks here. It smells so good. It smells like chicken wings. I can't wait to eat this and watch the hockey game. I'm going in with some celery here.
Don't burn your mouth.
Yeah, true. So like I thought, because it's warmed up, it loosens up a little bit. So it's actually a nice consistency. I was worried it might be a little too thick, but it's not. This looks just right. There is steam coming off this. That's amazing. I'm gonna want for a chip. Nick, you gotta put the camera down. It's kind of like, it's like chicken wings, obviously, buffalo chicken. A little smokier from the bacon. I don't know, it's exactly what it is. It's just a good recipe. It might not be the best looking thing in the world, especially if you overcook it like I did on the top, but it's, yeah, I think it's pretty delicious. What do you think?
It's amazing.
Perfect to bring to a party, perfect for a game night. Make this, give this a go. You're gonna love it. Use your favorite hot sauce. Wow. So let us know if you decide to make this. Send us some pictures, leave us some comments. This is fantastic. I highly, highly recommend it. And with that, this concludes another episode of Capital Kitchen. Somebody give me some suggestions on how I should end the video because I never figured it out properly. I think what we're gonna do today is we're gonna run a blooper reel of how many times I tried to say a buffalo, bacon, buffalo, chicken, bacon. We're making bacon, buffalo, chicken dip. Welcome to another episode of Capital Kitchen. Today we're making bacon, buffalo, chicken dip. Bacon, buffalo, chicken dip. Bacon, buffalo, chicken dip.